But they just assumed it was a sin, and now they're just trying to ferret out, well, now who was it? And here was a classic example for Jesus to affirm this direct link between a specific sin and a specific punishment, and to assign who's the culprit. But he did not. Then why did this happen? Jesus gives an answer, so that the work of God might be displayed in his life. And it was. This blind man could now see. And when people asked him, and they did ask him, hey, who made you well? He said, Jesus. And we even get to hear this story, his testimony. The work of God continues through this man, through the witness that we read. So how might the work of God be displayed in your suffering, and how might it not? And that would be a chance for people to really say what's on their mind, of what they really think about this. Okay, that's the Bible answer, but this is what I've been thinking. It gives you a chance as leaders to direct them to the hope and truth that we have in Christ. Because the work of God will be displayed in their suffering as they, by God's grace and his strength, rely on him to see them through the next bad thing. And then, oh my, here comes another one and another one. People are watching us go through suffering, certainly our families. And I don't want to leave people with the burden of the law, saying you better keep a stiff upper lip and be strong in your suffering. That is not the purpose, nor is it why God sends suffering. Through our suffering, as St. Paul would say, while I'm weak, I rely on his strength. Always directing people back to Jesus and what he did for us and is continuing to do through us. By the grace of God, I alone can stand before you. So that's really key in the whole study for me to have you guys bring up.
Say that last part again. St. Paul.
I can't remember the exact where it's at, but it's in my weakness I am strong. When I'm weak.
2 Corinthians 12:9. My grace is sufficient for you, and my power is perfect in weakness.
Thank you.
Or I boast all the more about my weaknesses.
Thank you.
And Matt, do you have James 1:2? Or are you looking at the Corinthians 1?
Something else.
Okay.
I have it.
Okay, go for it. Read 2 through 4.
Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. I think that's all.
I want to have you be very careful with these words when it talks about testing of your faith. God isn't testing you to see if you'll pass. It's the testing of it's I think purification,
refining.
That's what I'm looking for. Refining of your faith.
I should back up just to that, because I know it's important.
Okay.
You don't want people to keep the stiff upper lip.
But fall on Jesus, like what people are watching is that you are falling on Jesus.
Yeah. My strength is in Christ, not in myself.
Okay.
I'm not bucking it up. I'm just
Right.
falling on Jesus.
Obviously, there's a lot more you could do with this, but in the time that you have, that's the target I would like to shoot for.
So it's okay to go through it, keep a stiff upper lip, but knowing that it's Christ that's helping you do that, not yourself.